Hello, hello, hello. This would be day 3 of the Palworld takeover, and I am your current sub-host, Zero. Was kind of spacing out for a second. The goals we have for today are a handful of general base progress and potential scouting into dungeons to see if we can handle that. Because I know we've come across a few, like, more than a few, rather, with how much wandering around we've been doing. Because with what we have base-wise, things are coming along pretty decently. But we also have a handful of areas we haven't been to yet. Like, whatever this place has in store. We've been through some of the volcano space. And I know we can technically do some other things, but we'll tackle those as we need to get to them. So, with that being said, first need to check on... Okay, they're relatively okay. Now, I know we have more tech points we can use, just haven't quite figured out where to use them yet. Because ideally, we would have, like, each of these prior tiers marked as we go so that we can utilize their recipes, but depending on the resources that we have, that may not be fully suitable quite yet. And I will continue to question where this cast iron skillet comes from. The seasoning I can chalk up to some sort of magic. The food in here, however, I'm still going to be a little confused about. Hey Richard, how you doing? We are currently just going to be doing a handful of potential base progress and trying to see if we can tackle some dungeons. Doing pretty decently. Still have a cup of coffee that I made this morning that should last for a fair bit. But we do have a handful of berries that we still need to get into processing, and I was just going on another tangent about this pan that I don't know where we keep getting it from, because that pan fits all of the space that this bag would have. It does look like the hot spring is being used, fortunately, because even with the way that that radiates, it looks like it's using a diffuser. I do still like how the emissions go for, well, just about anything in our current render distance. Because we have shields, data towers, that tree, which admittedly is still going to be a bit before we get over there. And just, even the sun setting over there looks pretty nice. And I do remember that the pills in this current area are mine, at least up here. So I'm not going to be, you know, trying to shoot them with arrows or toss another sphere at them unnecessarily. All things considered, so far it's been a pretty chill morning. Which, not a bad start to an afternoon. We're at level 13 now. And we should be able to acquire more levels as we progress through our base missions, because I need to make a med bench and a high quality workbench with another berry plot, which I might move the existing plot somewhere else, but we'll get there when we get there. Outside of the initial encounter with Mem and day 1, I haven't really explored much in the dark. And I believe I should still have a torch on me. And if I don't, well, they're fairly simple to get again. Which I can actually check that. We do still have the torch, because as long as it's out, it'll take initial damage, but much like everything else, it can be healed. I say healed. Repairing things is technically healing. I know I had a lot of berries, but like, that's like a lot. Let me just take half of that then. So that it evens out. Because as long as they've got food in here, it should be relatively fine. The baked shrooms should do decently for their general food, because nutrition's in 18, this is a nutrition of 21. So, they'll be alright. I guess in the meantime, can get that other berry thing going, which I may... With this being out here, I am likely to move these up higher. Kativa didn't even make it to their bed. I guess for now, I'll hold off on that until I get these platforms done. But the way that I've done things here, having that sideways when everything else isn't sideways with the planks is bugging me a little bit. And then should be... Yes. This, I can forgive this a little bit because of the way that it is. That will have open. And then here, I know we can technically acquire ladders through the tech tree, which would be somewhat helpful to get up and down places. So I guess I may go and grab that, because they're literally just 10 wood apiece. Plus, you never know when you'll need to just climb things and don't have some of the jump pads, or if you don't have enough stamina just yet. Because I know we're decent. Although I could do... It's asleep. I messed out last time. Because last time I encountered this thing, I accidentally just took it out. So... ball to the face. Thank you. And I'm going to tag that into our stamina so that it is currently on par with our defense. Because our weight is doing pretty decent, our health isn't bad. I mean, they're out in the open, may as well. Mine foreman. Mine and logging foreman. Okay. That should be helpful with relegating initial layouts. Plus we can still rotate out various pals as we need them. Let's see, where are you? You're not the big one. Logging foreman. The boss that was caught has the lucky stat. Where it went, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it went onto my team. That's why I couldn't see them. Sometimes drops wool when assigned to a ranch. Let's check. Attack, defense, and work speed, not bad. Move you up. Your health isn't bad either. Let's go ahead and sort that. Let's go with the work suitability level. So if I went by PAL numbers, it would be a little different. Makes things cleaner and easier to see. We do need to get a ranch at some point. Hello. Got 10 saying hello. Service-minded and brave. Alright, so I will go ahead and move the berry plantations topside so that we can get these properly worked out, because if I did leave the wall open like that, then their pathing may be ill-reflected. So I will put up another story. And seeing as we have stairs on this end, I'll just make another set. in that direction. Which also means I will need... I believe another... that's going to go over the onsen. It could still work, though, provided that I have the supports. Which it doesn't look like I can place directly on here. Hello, 10. Not placed on the ground. Roof. Gonna look a little bit janky, but not enough support. I wonder why that would be. Okay, let's fix that. Because with the way that we have things going on right now, we can technically reach down there. But with our current radius, this is the extent of what we can do.
Yep.
I just need to work things out a little bit better. Because it doesn't seem like they're getting stuck as much. But I don't want to have foundations absolutely everywhere. If I do that, I will go ahead and replace this with a normal wall. Or just take that out and swap it with a normal wall as is. I can't do that, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, this area should be relatively fine now. Go around the bed. Because I can just move the bed whenever. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because I will move the bed over into that corner. So that it is out of the way. Because between base progress and actually trying to see if we can handle a dungeon, I may be a little indecisive when it comes to placement on certain things. And based on their general sanity, I may need to make an actual space for the onsens rather than just leaving them in the middle of the ground. So when we get... Right, I gave them a lift up. I forgot that I did this. Because they were constantly getting stuck over here. Yeah, we'll get that moved up. We'll get the next plantation down. And then proceed from that point, because we need a high quality workbench. Which would be under normal production. Which we need to produce nails for, and to do that, I'll need 5 more stones. And then I'll set that up over here by the campfire. Because with what we have going on here, that should work. Maybe a little bit too much, but stone is a stone. And if this works the way I think it does, it should be able to produce heat. Just with how things make sense. So we can work on actual automation of things further down the line, I think, because we should be able to unlock something in the tech tree. Yep. We can unlock the ability to make megaspheres now. Pal essence condensers. We can make wall torches. An increased feed bag. Alright, we'll grab the megasphere and the sphere workbench so we can actually make our own. And then there's crimson foliage and then structures. So an antique desk set has an antique chair with it. I'll grab the condenser because we can utilize that later. We have the ability to make the saddle for John Deere. We would just need to go and process some things. I know we do still need to make a ranch, so here... That's eggs. Should be able to place them in one of these. Unless I changed something. Not that one. That one. Okay. We do have some ingots. I think we may have gotten those from a box when we did some exploring before. So we can do things with eggs. Keeps production speed slow, requires pals that can work with their hands. It's 20 ingots and 10 nails, because we have the wood and the palladium for it. And then we could set up a ranch somewhere. That's not drops. That one is precious pelt. Can be sold to a merchant for a high price. Hold on to that. That can go get fried when we have more of them. For the time being, they're working, and we need to go get some more of the ore clusters. I'll give that a second. Pals will slack off or get sick if their sanity decreases too much. Give them high quality food or build a hot spring to restore sanity. Kativa seems to be stressed. We'll deal with that in a moment. So I was right, may need to make multiple hot springs. I will grab some more of the berries while I'm out here, since it does look like these replenish between saves. Or they have their own cycle for them. I'm not entirely sure yet. I just know that we're going to be out here a minute, and we'll remedy the sanity issue when we get back. Because we have 9 ore right now, and we kind of need a bit more than that. So we'll make our way back when this stone is down. I say stone. When this cluster is down. This will likely be more than we'll need, at least for the moment. And still I need more civ parts, so that would require dealing with more bosses. We may actually be able to take, not really take down, capture the mammoth. I say as it runs away. Let me switch to a megasphere, because there is a shiny teapot. I know it's a T-Fant, but they register a little different, and now we have another one. And now we need to go back up. I'm gonna pick up more berries because I'll need them for the planter. And they pretty much weigh next to nothing. Even with our increased weight limit, I'm still being a little cautious so that it's not going to be completely overloaded. Keep seeing shiny things to pick up, and I know more than half of them are doing that due to normal glints. I know we could have just grabbed this one, but I legitimately didn't see that one. And now I know it's there, so I will remedy that at another time. Let's see. Infrastructure. Let's make another hot spring. That should be fine. This way we can double the amount of time for recuperation so they can actually have breaks more often when they need them. So I'd rather not drain their sanity too quickly if it can be helped. So I'm going to pull Kativa, at least that one. And let's see. Let's have this Lamble. Because as a mine foreman, that's a player mine. Logging would be another player side. You know what, Clove, you're coming back. So we have 2 shinies from our general encounters. We have another pool working out pretty decently. We have unused skill points that we can allocate. If we're taking on dungeons, attack speed would be beneficial. Precious entrails. Heart that never stops beating, collected from pals, can be sold to a merchant for a high price. I don't know where this came from. Was it from... It may have been from the shiny tea. The shiny tea. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, since I'm putting the beds on this side, I will go ahead and just do this. I'm beginning to think I put this statue in a bad spot. Because right now the statue's kind of in the way. I will move it to a better spot. Just right now, it's kind of like not in the most optimal place. Do that. Put in a window. That's what we have going on down here. That definitely makes sense. You're definitely tossing seeds through 2 floors. That's definitely not some kind of magic. It is working. So that's good. We'll make that an inverted. Make that a normal wall. Maybe. Because here we can still see the warp point. Wandering Merchant, what do you have? Well, I figured out you can catch people, so get in the bowl.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. So that may have not been the best idea to try. Did they kill everybody?
Yep.
Unconscious. Okay. So that didn't go as well as I thought it would. While they are healing, I'm going to make sure that this is a more defensible position. Because, well, as we find out, if we try to capture the merchants without being better prepared, things are not likely to go well. For transport, start production. And that will make the remaining ingots that we need, at least from that one, because once everybody's moving and up and around, then things should be relatively fine. What I want to know is why they were level 40. Defenses, normal alarm bell. Yeah, for that we just need the nails, which is what we need the ingots for.
What?
What are you trying to do? So we had our first technical run-in with not SWAT. Build medieval medicine workbench. Which means I'll need that in the tech tree, I think. Yes. Which I will need nails for anyway. Secondary shaped like a pinglet, a crossbow, a metal spear, cleaver, pelt armor, crafted at high quality workbench, metal pickaxe, antique storage. Yeah, I'm gonna grab these. Because we'll need them if we run into those kinds of situations again. Because with the ruins the way that they are, they'll need to be a defensible location. We can crush stone into palladium. The palladium can be moved. We don't have meteorite fragments. Hip lantern. Lights up automatically at night. You can also switch its lighting mode to keep it on at all times. Just one is enough to find your way in the dark. Would be helpful, so we wouldn't have to constantly use torches. Alright, let's grab that. Wikipedia. Jolt Hug. We have new index entries in here somewhere. '76 and 76B. So it tells me other forms. We could still technically go and try to catch a Memorest. A Rayhound. So, Lightning Wolf. But yeah, as we do progress here, I will try to not get the level 40 dudes to spawn out of nowhere down here again. Because we kind of need to be able to handle that. Applied generating electricity and gathering. Did we get those from a box? I don't remember. Rockspark produced 18 ingots. Thank you for letting me know that production has been done. Sort. Sort. Because with the way that I did filters beforehand, things should be pretty decent. Can need a weapon workbench for that, primitive workbench. So I can use both of those. That is a high quality workbench. These are consumables. Other consumables. Okay, now I should be able to move those over. No? Why could... I am confused. I'm very confused right now, but whatever. Need to make this workbench, which means I need to make nails, which for that I need my other bench, which is topside, or at least on level 2. Okay. If I can do 26, so I'll do 13 of these. So that doesn't use all of our ingots until I can get them done. I can do Tundra. Could do a level 2 cloth. But right now, since we're working on base progression, I need the nails. Because we'll need the nails to get the workbench. And something else. I know I just looked at it. $63 nails. Right, makes They come in sets of 5. Okay. That's more understandable. Hard at work seems to be a good worker. Okay. Conditions are good. Nobody's complaining about sanity loss right now, which is good. We are level 15. So could acquire the 23 nails that are here. I'll go ahead and let... Okay, seeing this giant cotton ball move around with just a small bag on its head will never not be funny. Okay, high quality workbench and the medieval workbench. Both of those, I believe... I could do the high quality bench now. And the medicine bench. So I'll go get the medicine bench on the work floor. Because I am still going to get these beds moved. So for now, that'll be right here. And then the high quality bench will be next to it. And that should fill out this space pretty evenly. And then from here, we should be able to... Yes. I now have 2 bases. And I have 8 pals working in the same location. And I can make... I needed to do the spear workbench anyway, so we can make our own orbs and then do a metal chest. The metal chest we needed the nails to begin with. Sickly. Evict is only valid for rideable pals. We may have covered that at one other point. And before double jumbo mounted and increase lumbering efficiency by 220% as a partner skill. Alright, John Deere, you're going back, and I'll get the beds moved up again. Mim has produced 65 nails. Okay, I will remove the beds that are down here and get them all moved up. Okay, that is 8 beds. Why you need a hammer for all of this, I don't quite get, but it works. Okay. All current stations are there, all beds are available, and we can now have a base and a second location. And since we have something going on here, I will continue this way. And get the supports in. Make this neat. Will also allow... I'm not... That won't interfere with it. It's just going to clip a little weird. Things are being supported properly, though, so it's fine. It's being relatively justified. And it isn't overtly an issue. And if I need to do further expansions, I can. So for now, I will do that and that. And when I need to put in some more stairs, I'll grab one of these and do that. Because these can go in just about anywhere. Because if they continued on that way, I would knock this out and we need supports. Which would be Okay, we can figure that out later. Just right now, that's working. The overall structure is coming along pretty decently. I can move these over now, actually, since I had the beds moved. Med station. Why you would... No medical supplies, ingots, because I would need the iron. Okay, that makes sense. Stone pickaxe. High quality workbench, you can make things we make at the other places as well. Grappling hooks can be made here using ancient sieve parts, palladium fragments, fiber, and some ingots. Pelt requires leather, ingots, and fiber. Did we do fire arrows? Hey, battery. I'm a little surprised that you're awake right now. Just got home an hour ago from work. Alright, remember to rest when you can, alright? Doesn't have to be immediately, but just keep in mind, you shall. Alright. I'll know if you don't. Don't worry about how. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're gonna worry about it. Anyway, what's going on right now is pretty much doing a session 3 of Palworld with... I know you're worrying about it. This is session 3 of Palworld now with base progression and potentially taking on dungeons. But so far, this base has become a cube. Which, honestly, is working out pretty well. Build a metal chest and a sphere workbench. Okay. Based cube. Then crush down stone to make palladium fragments, and then I just need to work on the ingots. Because we don't have a way to reasonably manufacture the ores yet outside of mining them ourselves, rather. Yes, ourself is definitely the word I'm looking for. Alright, and while that's being worked on, I am going to go grab some more ore from over here. And we did have a bit of a run-in with this world's law enforcement, because I tried to catch a trader that didn't want to stay in a bowl. And the law enforcement, when they popped in, were level 40. Weapon is damaged. Yes, I am aware. I will go and fix that. Because we can pick up stones and things. Could probably make a better pickaxe and an axe, but these have pretty much carried us this far. Do we dare? It's a level 33 memo rest.
What?
We dare. Alright. And it's getting stuck on a rock, so this should make the...
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hit. 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 Yeah. Hit. Yeah. Hit. Hit. Yep. Hit. Hmm. Hit. Hit. Yep. Hit. Hmm. Yep. Hit. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Wow.
Oh,
Did want to see if we were able to handle one of those, but... we cannot. Which means I'm going to need to increase the amount of arrows and armor and everything else more. Which is fine. Let me sort. Mem and Tombat. Wispa, you did pretty decently. Incineram, you can come hang out. Logging foreman and mining foreman. Heavyweight. Immune to knockback. Let's say explodes. Player equips a rocket to fire the pangolin as munition. Okay. That's not going to be problematic at all. I will go and get my stuff back. That memo rest does still have its damage. But with the way that we're doing things right now, it wouldn't be advisable to try to take it out again. Because we barely even put a dent in that thing. And they frequent this area, so it's like... not the worst outcome we could have had, but I did want to give it a shot, because the first one I encountered was a level 38. And I didn't want to mess with that. Currently just out here picking up stones so I don't decrease my durability on the pick farther than necessary.
What?
So I can get that repaired. So I could go from 1570 to a higher count than that. Hello, random egg. Mine. That's number 4. And I'm going to take a wild guess that for pretty much every time you get 5 out of 5 pals, you get more effigies for every one of them.
Yeah.
Amog. There you are. This is the one I initially encountered. Yeah, something tells me we wouldn't be doing very much to it even if we could. Be another pal sphere. Which we can almost make those ourselves soon. It is going to be a minute, though. These things are a lot more prevalent than they likely should be. I don't know if they just keep respawning in these areas or not, because I think we encountered this space already. We do have a handful of eggs that we can do some stuff with. Eventually, because right now we don't have the tech to make... There's like... Okay, why... Why so many? Palladium... Cast some of the Vixie beforehand, but didn't go about catching any of them yet.
Yeah.
I see another egg. That egg will be mine. I can't do anything with them yet, but I'm still going to take them. I have my eyes on an egg. I got one. Okay.
Oh.
That gopher just took out the deer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Wheat seeds. That's beneficial. Now back to collecting the egg. Because I know where it is.
What? Hip. Yoy.
Nice, see it.
Hip. Yeah. Yoy.
Something else up there. I think it is another egg. It will take a second to get over there, though.
Hip.
Okay, here's a dungeon.
Yeah. Yoy. Oh. What? Yeah. Oh.
Gonna let stamina regen real quick. I will need to make more arrows when I get back, so I may tag into making fire arrows. Or poison.
Yeah. Yoy.
Whichever one comes first. Yeah, I knew it. Another egg.
Yeah. Oh. Yoy.
Okay, I'm going to... just do that. because that'll be helpful for later. This is one squeaky bridge.
What?
Egg. Fortress Ruins. We have a new area. Are you another Palladium fragment? Yes. Yes, you are. Just half buried. Life Monk.
Yeah.
I have an effigy for one of those.
Yeah.
It's two. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's not concerning at all. The average intelligence of a 7-year-old, but given the capability of using weapons, they would take out whoever their keeper is. Celery. Yeah, that's an oil platform.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I guess I'll go and investigate the ruins. I can't guarantee, because it looks like there might be a warp point over there. Which is promising. Windswept Island. I see a chest. The warp point can wait. Item collection goes before warp points. Gold, bread, and another key. Hello, Data Slate. What do you have for me? Another journal page. I can work with that. Unlock fast travel. Another tech point. Can almost go fishing. Gigaspheres, I imagine, work similar to an Ultra Ball. Level 21, we can start producing muskets. Level 17, we get the Penguin Launcher. With much huh. That should be funny. Anyway. Let's see what's up here. More of you. Be a Palsphere. Stones. Another egg. Gigasphere. Sorry, Megasphere. I was just looking at Gigaspheres. Even in the dark, the flamethrower dudes give off the emissions. That is cool.
Yeah. Wow.
You. Reload Master. Let me have you take a chill pill before, because there is another glowing thing and something tells me I do not have you yet.
Wow.
One, that's two. Thank you. Thank you, Incineram.
Yeah.
So with that, got bones, flame organs. Torch isn't too bad right now. We have 2 arrows. Apparently it would be beneficial to head back. Next down here. Next would be up here then. There you are. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yoy. Hip. Oh.
That's a rather ominous place. Oh, arrows. I see a shiny. Button. How's it going, ma'am? Got 10 saying hello. Bottom rocks. So his diary entry. I'm going to hazard a guess that that over there is another warp point. And that one. And there's an effigy over there. Because it is glowing. I shall grab it. Because I have seen it.
What? Yoy.
May not be now,
What?
but it will be eventually. I'm back over by the volcano space, looks like.
Yoy. Oh.
May as well find out what is up here, because it shows something.
Oh. What? What? Hip. Yeah. What?
I think I'm hearing movement up here.
Hip. Oh.
Could also just be hearing things. Because, yeah, that'd be over in this direction, and there is a warp point over here. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab that. And not break my ankles, that'd be nice. Because this isn't ominous at all. Definitely not ominous.
Hip. Yoy.
I'm gonna grab this warp point in case I need to come back to grab my stuff, because I don't know what's up here yet. And I'd rather have a safe way back. Should this turn out to be problematic? Sealed realm with the frozen wings. Oh, it's a dungeon. Yeah, I'm coming back, because I gotta make sure I have the inventory space for that. And there's a warp point over here, so that just makes it better. Bird. Question is, can I handle bird? Something tells me maybe not. Anyway. Chill it down there. Pen King. King Pekka. Okay. I have some things to put away. What's in there? Right, I never set a filter for nails, so they're just putting them everywhere. We have 50 nails right now. That in there. That can go in there for now. These schematics can go. Sort that. We have 2 common eggs. Or something. 3 damp eggs. 2 of which are common, 1's an uncommon. We have an uncommon verdant and 2 huge verdants, a common rock and a dark. So I guess when we can, we'll get started for that. Storage, metal chest. That'll be down here, or rather in a relatively easy to find space, given our general progression of things here. There's fine. Okay, in here, I'll put these for now. I'll put those. Sort things. I wouldn't advise consuming raw eggs to begin with. Just out of a bit of a health thing for that. I know in-game stuff isn't going to be as affected by it, but I still stand by it. It doesn't go there. And right now I don't have anywhere for that to go. So I'll put that here for the moment. And I'll go make some eggs. And those can be moved over there. Now this makes sense as to why they're in the pan, because there's eggs in the pan. Not the meat or what looks like hash, but baked berries. After making a grilled skewer. And with what they have over here, let me check their overall. Things should be relatively okay. And then I can make the spear workbench. I just need to make 20 ingots. And with our inventory being decent, I will go ahead and repair the pickaxe now. If it can be repaired, it'll be repaired. And then with current parties, they'll be helpful in a dungeon. Sort by overall level. Thumbs level 12, combat. Up 15. That should be fine. We're gonna make some fire arrows. And one goes into 10, and we have 6 of these. I'll make 2 so that we have 20 of them. I want to make sure that I'm decently prepared without overstraining our limited resources. Not so much a fact that they're limited. I just don't want to, like, run out. So I'll do the same with, well, not really the same. I'll leave that alone. For that, I'll need one more bit of cloth. That goes 21.98. This one goes 45.182. So why would you need 12 ingots for that? I'm not sure. Okay, guess I'm making some more cloth. Which is relatively painless. That's 21.98. That'll be a direct increase from the armor we're wearing right now. Start. When we get done with this, we'll go check out that dungeon that we are roughly around the same level for. Before we do that, though, I need to make the workbench, because I need to do that for our next base level. I do like the way that things are framed in these windows.
What?
Right, let's go grab some more normal ore then. Why are you so loud? There it is. So it does look like that node replenishes, unless I just didn't fully break it before. Okay, we'll gather this, and then go check out that dungeon. Because we have more than a few dungeons in the surrounding areas, but I haven't really, outside of finding them, haven't done much with them yet. I would say we're still making some pretty decent progress. And I will move the effigy shrine somewhere else. Can be combined with sulfur to create gunpowder. Currently, we don't have a use for gunpowder. I don't know if we have a use for charcoal yet either. Start production. Let that go through. Let's stick to normal arrows for the moment while we're getting out. And we will warp to the dungeon. Because that is right there. Because we should be able to handle a level 15 space. So let's see. With what we have at the base, we're just missing the ingots. Which I know I can find. I've got 1 megasphere and 9 pal spheres right now. Alright, let's give this a shot.
Yep. Yep.
Insufficient cold resistance. Yeah, something tells me we are still very much under-equipped for this. Items respawn in inventory. Are you sure? Because I think I gotta go back in there to get my stuff. If they're... Okay, it looks like they may be at the entrance of the dungeon. Because... Yeah, okay. Because right now, I also didn't deploy anybody to go and start that combat encounter.
What?
At the very least, we can't handle that dungeon with the current way that I'm doing things. Which is a little more than just a tad annoying. However,
Yep. Yeah.
it is something to be taken into consideration since, well, we already dealt with law enforcement, we dealt with a not so great dungeon entry.
Yep.
thought I got this box.
Yep.
I see another egg. I'll grab that in a moment.
Yeah.
You gotta help with mining, you say? Alright. Where... Okay. I don't know where you got the pickaxe from, but I'll take it. Once this wart chunk is down, I'll go grab that egg. But it's not like it's gonna get up and move away. Weapon is damaged. It's been like 20 seconds. Thank you. Scorching egg.
Yep.
Alright, that's helpful. There is a dungeon back here. It is on the beach.
Yeah.
Although it seems like something else is up here.
What?
Why would you put ruins to a structure if there wasn't going to be something this way?
What? Yeah.
Anyway, let's see if we can handle this dungeon. After we see what we're dealing with. Level 13. What are you? Speed lotus. Mushroom. There is a chest up there. doesn't feel like a trap at all. Considering the last area.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Souls and some pal spheres.
Oh.
Okay. Enhance. Put that into attack. Because right now, this seems pretty empty. Syndicate thugs. Frag grenade.
Yeah. Yeah. Hut. Hup. Hut. Hup. Hut. Hup. Yeah. Hut.
There's a Mao.
Yeah.
That has cat. Okay. There appears to be more stuff up here to grab. I came in this way, so... Life Lotus. Speed Lotus. Let's see what's over here. It's another Mao.
Wow. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I got it.
Yep.
Pyromaniac. Interesting. This dungeon appears to be going a little bit better than the other one, but it is also a lower level dungeon. fiery tentacles. We have 8 spheres. Let's see. It's not puzzling at all. Let's see what we find in this rubble. More pal spheres and some nails. Okay. Anything on the other side before we continue? Yes. Got another floopy. Proceed further into the dungeon. I think that may be everything. I'm not entirely sure yet, though. Because that looks like it goes further down. Although that also looks like it's a potential trap.
What?
Because the Syndicate thugs have respawned now. There's a fuddler, whatever that is.
Yeah. Hoi. Yep.
Okay. This is back the way we came in.
Yeah. Yep.
Is there something over here that I'm missing? Because it shows there's torches here. So there would make sense to have something there. Oh well. Hey, Mira.
Hoi.
Go to acquire a lot of palladium fragments in here.
Hut. Hoi. Hut.
And we were able to also acquire 2 mouse. For a dungeon, this is pretty chill compared to what we were just dealing with. What's up, man? You just got let in.
Yeah.
Thing is, we can't go fishing yet. There's another daydream. I guess this dungeon is currently done. Unless there's something I'm missing, but... Alright. That's a lot more palladium than I expected to come back with. I now have access to lettuce. We have more pal spears than we had when we went into it.
Yeah.
Why does that look weird? I don't know. Go up this way, because it seems there's an actual path to get up there rather than the way I took to get. Because this is around the area behind our world spawn. There's fences here.
Oh.
This is a little overgrown. Hello, Katia. And what is... Not a stretching.
Hip.
There is a chest here that I will grab. Okay, there's nothing down there. Let's try up here. Like that would lead somewhere since there's an opening. Because we'll either need flight or swimming to get over there and over there. Let's see if we can actually get up there, because I think we might be able to.
What? Hip. What? What? Yoy.
Okay, so that did work. I didn't have to go all the way around again, which is fortunate. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you. I guess that would be a technical way to get up here. Come here. You can make it. And with that bit of a trek, we are back at the cube. Okay. Best settings. If they get sets of overflow, I'll just mark them to also have access to PAL eggs. Because then I can just deal with them afterwards. Okay. That's not what I need. This is here. Come on, man. There you go. Someone's plotting a raid. A raid approaches in like 4 minutes. Okay. Not entirely sure which direction they'd be coming from. is set to currently attacking invaders. Let's see. They'll try to come in from this direction, it looks like. Given our general range of things, I will go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying. Let's see. Fences. Guessing there was a traitor just then, because I was busy trying to deal with defenses. Well, I found them. experienced our first raid. I say as I light myself on fire. Okay, so that's my shield. Need to go and repair. That. I'm just gonna stash these and figure things out from there, because I know I picked up a lot. More than half of the weight that I'm carrying is just made from the ore. Hell souls. Heart fruit. Bounty token. That venom gland can be used somewhere. Sort. Hey, Mira. That over there. Sort. I'm gonna set that to make about that much. So far, we have dealt with an attempt at one dungeon, the maybe clearing of another, first raid, and just I can put that topside. Hello, Amira. Hello. And with this, we're able to manufacture our own spheres. We also have another tech point, so we can unlock, well, grab lockpicking. Then we can start fishing. Viewing cage. Container for observing. Capture pals. Pals inside cannot participate in battle or production, but they do not become hungry. Interesting. Gonna grab better pickaxe. Antique mirror tub. Heat resistant pelt armor. Let's grab the mega shield. Let's grab the guide to beginning fishing. And boards. Then we'll go, not climb that. And update the pillbox. We now have up to 9 working. So a wheat plantation, a mill, and a cooking pot for the next upgrades. Let's go get that bed out of the way. After, you know, dealing with something. You know what? It's enough of that. Door. Wall. I know we did start defense measures down here. I will reclaim these. And due to this line, I can install fencing. And it'll be on our side of the world line with where the pillbox is, which I could technically move the pillbox, but I'm not going to do that. At least not that one. Hey, Mira. So, I can get over this, but theoretically they shouldn't be able to. Never underestimate the power of random, seemingly normal materials. Might be a little iffy with the waterway, but I'm still rolling with it. Because this way we technically have some natural defense here. And then up here, I can get that done pretty much the same way. By connecting a fence post right there, because their invasion army tactic and all that shouldn't. Keyword being shouldn't. What's up? Hi. Nah. Meh. Yeah, in the event of additional raids or encounters with, say, law enforcement. Ah. Things should be relatively okay. I need to go and grab some more wood from our logging facilities. Out here, I don't have enough wood. In here, I do. So technically, I could just surround the entire thing in wooden base pillars, and things should be fine. For our current borders, I will put down fences. Not only does that still give us a general process to work with that should, in theory, work. It should also allow for, because these, with them being normal structures, wouldn't be classified as a defense, so they can't be knocked down. Unlike our current wooden walls. Or the defensive state of things. May. Yeah, between what we have here and what we have in our current natural terrain, Ah. Hello, ma'am. This should theoretically mess with their pathing a little bit. Because we can freely move around, whereas they cannot in our space. So I think that we should be okay now. Because if I were to go and try to place one of these now, that's not janky at all. Because that's here. We can see pretty much everything. And we can still get in and out. Security settings. Wasn't even aware that you could lock doors from people. Stress napping. Oh, okay. That's because there's not another... Okay, I need to fix that. You're right. Okay, bed's in place. I can now assign another pal to work here for stress reduction. So, detects the location of nearby pal effigies. Man. Sort. Let's go pal numbers right now. Do gardening and maintaining things. All right, Mari, you're here now. Okay. After catching some new pals, putting up some moderate defenses, and dealing with our first raid and 2 dungeons. First one not so great, the second one went a little bit better. expected an almost immediate boss fight with that second dungeon, given interactions with the first one, but I'll take what I can get. Am I seeing... Okay, it's just a normal one. Okay. I thought I was seeing another shiny Lamball. I should probably put some fencing up here as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We claimed this area as our own pretty much. So I am not gonna take any chances whatsoever if it can be helped. Is this the most efficient and effective way to utilize my resources? Probably not. Is it going up like this anyway? Yes. Why? Oh, guess we'll have to figure out if and when it works.
What? Oh.
That should be relatively okay now.
What? Yeah.
You can still see everything. Views aren't obstructed too much. And things are working relatively well and going decently smooth. Let's see, with that being like that, I will go ahead and put in another staircase to get up here. For further expansion of bedding. Because this is working out pretty decently right now. Especially with how things are going downstairs. But things are getting there. That's at relatively the same progress. Homework is suitability and planting. Let's see who I have in here that is. Sort. Planting. You know what? Sure. That checks out, actually. Still don't know how you can get that through 2 floors of wall, but I'm not going to question that too much. But I think with that being done,
Yep.
I am going to go ahead and call it here for this particular session, because meh? What do you mean? Evidently, Amira's wording that we're going to utilize for the end of this is meh. So I do appreciate you guys for stopping by, and we'll pick up where we go from here, because next thing we have to do is make a cooking pot, put down a wheat plantation, and then just start a mill. So with that, I shall bid you all a good evening, good rest of your day. Make sure that you hydrate and consume nutrition when you're able. Now for that is all from me for this session, and I shall see you again in the next one. Just know, I'm always watching.